Hello students, today we are going to learn some of the fundamentals of computer programming language. Before starting that, I want to ask why we require a language or what is the purpose of a language, any language. The purpose of any language is communication. If we want to communicate with an object, then we require a language. In the same way, if we want to communicate with the computer or with any machine, then we require a language. The instructions which we gives in technical form, these instructions are known as program. Program is a set of instructions on which a machine works. And to write a program, we need to have a language so that we can communicate with the machine. There are many generations of languages. First generation belongs to the machine language. It means we give the instruction to the machine in the form of 0 and 1. 0 and 1 are the representation of on and off. In simple way, we can say that any machine works on the process of on and off. So, in the early stage of development of a computer, we give the instruction to the computer in the form of on and off, because initially the computer was a mechanical device. It was not a electronic device. So in the early stage of development of computer, we give instruction to the computer in the form of on and off. That's why we consider the binary language or the machine language as the first generation of the computer language. But to give the instruction in the form of 0 and 1 or in the machine language is very difficult. So scientists and programmers start thinking that there should be some another method in which we can give the instruction to the machine in more simpler form. Then they came with the second generation of computer. Second generation of computer belongs to the language of low level language. The example of second generation, that is low level language, is assembly language. In this generation, we start giving instruction to the computer in the form of simple English alphabets. Means these alphabets are also known as mnemonics. Mnemonics. I repeat again, Mnemonics, mnemonics. So we give the instruction to the machine in the form of simple alphabets. Now it becomes easy to give the instruction to the machine. So that was the second generation of the computer in which we give instruction to the machine in the form of English alphabets. Now, in the advancement of the computer languages, now the third generation appears. The third generation belongs to the language of high level language. So the generation of high level language is considered as third generation of the computer. In this third generation of the computer language, we are able to give the instruction to the machine in more advanced form. It is well capable of creating the real world softwares. The example of third generation programming language are C++, Java, Fortran, Pascal, COBOL, etc. With the help of these languages, we can create real world softwares. Real world softwares such as railway reservation system, school management system, etc. So the third generation language was very much capable of molding the real world softwares. But again, the thing was there, the language of third generation is difficult to understand and difficult to learn because their codes and syntax are quite difficult to remember. So again, scientists and programmer started to think that why should not we create such a language in which we can give the instruction to the machine in more simpler form. Then they come with the fourth generation of language, that is known as query language. Query, query language. In query languages, we can give instruction to the machine as we are giving instruction in simple English which we use in daily life. The example of fourth generation language are SQL, structured query language, Python, Perl, Ruby, PHP. So these are the languages in which we can give instruction to the machine in more simpler form. Now again scientists have started to think that there should be some method in which programmer need not to remember any programming codes to give the instruction to the machine. So they have come with the fifth generation of the computer language, which is still in progress. So the fifth generation of computer programming language belongs to the language of artificial intelligence, in which user can give the instruction to the machine by simply using the visual aids or using the voice commands and other user-friendly tools. The example of fifth generation languages, Prolog, Mercury, etc. In this, the programmer can give instruction to the machine in more comfortable and easy form by using visual aids and audio and videos. So we can say that we can say that a the generation of computer programming language are categorized in 5 categories. That is, first generation it belongs to the machine language, example binary language. Second generation, it belongs to the low level language, example assembly language. Third generation of programming language belongs to the high level language, example C, C++, Java, etc. Fourth generation of programming language belongs to the query language, example SQL, Python, PHP, etc. And the fifth generation of programming language belongs to the language of artificial intelligence, example Prolog, Mercury, etc.